On the screen, you can see a time index, so if you have something particular in mind, feel free to jump ahead. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Rubin, president of Testrite Instrument Company, Hackensack, New Jersey. Today we're going to talk to you about tables and table parts. We can either make a complete table, or we're happy to supply just the table components you like. We have decades of manufacturing telescopic table legs, fixed table legs, swivel brackets to accept table legs. We manufacture removable table legs. Know that if you see something in the video you like, but you want it done in a different way, we can probably do it. If you don't see what you need, but it looks like it could take our capabilities, please reach out to us. We're happy to take a look at your drawing or your concept and see how we can help. In front of me are a few different examples of leg styles that we can offer. Our most popular are our round telescopic tubing legs. This is our FA style of telescopic aluminum tubing. Again, it is round. It features a steel spring button, as well as our A clutch lock. Well, the nice thing about the spring button is you can ensure all your legs are extended the same amount. In addition, the spring button will bear most of the weight of your application. What the A clutch lock does, it does add some strength. It allows you the choice of stopping in between your spring button positions, and it also helps to reduce play. There is clearance between the inner and the outer tube, but with the clutch lock, you're not hearing any rattling. This is the style of leg that we use on our projector stand. This leg features a crutch tip at the end for non-skid. If you need additional strength, instead of this press-fit connector, we can provide a solid aluminum bushing. On this leg, the inner tube features a U indent and the outer tube features a dimple. This ensures that the tubes do not rotate. Why is that important? Because when you pull down, you want the spring button to engage. You don't want to have to hunt for it. The next most popular style of round tubing for tables that we offer features our B split collar lock. This is our strongest locking mechanism. For some applications, it may be enough to just have the B lock without spring buttons, or it can be paired with the spring buttons for extra strength, as well as the ability to set fixed positions. To open, you merely twist the knob, slide the tube to where you want it, and twist it again. We do offer square telescopic tubing for table legs. You simply lift up the latch, extend the tube, and close. Now for a table leg, we would recommend pairing the square tubing with a spring button. This will ensure you have enough holding power, whereas the square tubing lock itself may not be enough to resist the downward forces your table might endure. Now we can make table legs out of other shapes, be they rectangular or round steel, which is not shown here. If you have something in mind, let us know. The biggest thing is tell us what kind of loads you're expecting the table to handle. And also, once you get that prototype, make sure you put it through the test. Make sure it will really safely hold the loads that you need it to. Ultimately, you know your application best, so we recommend testing thoroughly a prototype. Now, in 102 years in business, we've seen lots of different types of table leg requests. This is probably the smallest we've ever done. This is for a surgical table, so you can pick exactly the height you want. You can see there are many different hole positions. There is a stainless steel retention pin used, specified by the customer. This was anodized after fabrication, so all the holes you can see are black around the edges, as opposed to being anodized before fabrication where you'd see the bare aluminum in each hole. So if you need teeny tiny table legs that are telescopic or fixed, we can make those as well. Now in designing a table, you have a choice of foot treatment. This table features rounded plastic end caps. Some customers prefer flat plastic end caps. Also very popular is a rubber crutch tip, as well as leveling glides or wheels, all of which are available. This is an example of a folding, adjustable table leg. This bracket has holes. This has two positions. It could be more, where when you depress the first spring button, it releases the leg, and then the leg can actually fold up under your table surface. Depress the spring button again, and the leg comes down and locks at 90 degrees. What's nice is the table bracket has 4 holes for mounting onto whatever table surface it is that you're going to be using. Testrite can provide a wide range of table parts. Now these can either pair with Testrite provided legs or without. As you can see on your screen, we can make steel plates and weld onto the plate 3, 4, or even more stems. Each of these stems is electrically welded to the central plate, and they feature threaded connections. The legs can be either fixed length or telescopic. In this particular case, you can see that these are fixed length legs with glides at the end. In place of glides, felts or wheels could be used. The angle of the legs can also be adjusted based on the needs of your project. If a threaded connection does not work for your application, let us know, as we have other means of connecting legs to tables. Popular with our telescopic aluminum and steel tubing are our swivel brackets. Our swivel brackets can be made with 5 positions, infinite adjustment, or just 1 or 2 positions. Popular for tables is a 2-position swivel that locks the leg at 90 degrees and 180, ideal for complete setup as well as for storage. To secure the leg in place within the swivel bracket, you have the option of spring button, steel retaining pin with spring or cotter, or bolt and nut. The bolt and nut connection is the strongest, whereas the spring button is the fastest and easiest to use. Keep in mind, a spring button will have the most play. A swivel bracket can be mounted directly to your table surface, or we can provide a larger mounting plate as well. Testrite is able to provide both plastic and wood tabletops. For a high-end look, we offer membrane-pressed wood countertops. These are available in a wide range of finishes, from stained wood to marble to brushed steel. They offer the strength and economy of wood without downsides and drawbacks of edge banding. At Testrite, we make a wide variety of swivel tables. Now, these are all custom made. They are made completely out of aluminum. So they can have either fixed height, or you can have adjustable feet at the bottom to make sure you can level out an uneven surface. They swivel open and closed. What this means is they're extremely portable. Even a table as large as this one can fit inside of a wheeled bag, so that a sales rep for your brand can bring this table from one event to another. Once we've opened up the swivel table, we locate the undercuts on the bottom of the tabletop, and we line them up with the legs. Very nice, very easy. Now, we do make some versions that, rather than just falling into place, have aluminum pucks. They have a slot so you can assemble them tool-free with your fingernail or a set of keys or a coin. And what that does is it binds the countertop to the legs so that you don't have to worry about someone accidentally knocking it off. Now, the countertops can be made out of wood or plastic. They can be done round or pretty much any shape. You see here a round one-piece tabletop made out of plastic, and a wood tabletop made in 3 sections to enable it to fold into a bag. Certain tabletops can also be branded. If you have something different in mind for the countertop, let us know. Swivel tables can have 3 or 4 legs and be made in a variety of sizes. We do make another type of swivel table that we call our Collage Podium. So this is an expanding table. You expand it out, you connect the magnets between each set, secure in place with the included steel brackets, and then drop on top the included aluminum countertop. Now, the tabletop could be made in a different material if needed, or a thicker material if needed. What's nice about this table is you can get a graphic on the front, and it's very easy to change that graphic. As you can see, it's extremely portable as well. Next to me is a really neat type of portable table. Now, we call this our Projector Stand. We actually stock this countertop, but for your application, you may want to make your own countertop and have Testrite apply the legs. Happy to do either one. This is a plastic countertop. It accepts 4 telescopic aluminum legs. What's really nice is the legs actually fold down into the countertop, as you can see on your screen, allowing for tremendous portability. It actually has a handle right on it, so you can grab the table and carry it out with you. The projector table has height adjustable telescopic legs, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I do get asked from time to time how strong our telescopic aluminum legs are. Now, this is not covered by warranty. This is not covered by our insurance. Do not do this. This is highly dangerous. We don't recommend it. But our telescopic aluminum tubing is pretty strong. Now, similar to our projector stand, we can make custom portable table assemblies. So this is something that the customer made. They made their own mold, and they made it to fit our leg assembly. There are actually straps to keep the legs in place in the back side of the unit. Let me show you how it goes together. This unit leverages our swedge and spring button construction. In this case, both single and double spring buttons. Now you can see we have a complete table. All the legs fit neatly inside their custom plastic mold. The table legs are both portable and lightweight. Now, when it comes to semi-permanent, this is an example of a build-a-stand. So this is something you might put together once and leave in place. You could theoretically take it apart and move it around, but it's not as portable as some of the other examples we've shown. This particular version has 3 shelves. It has a snap frame in the back that can be lit up. It also has fabric graphic channel on the sides as well for graphics in many different directions. Now this is a system whereby we can make you an entire table, we can make you a shelving unit, or you can just buy the tubing, the plastic corners, and the steel reinforcement brackets and make your own product. But it's just another example of a type of table we can build with a lot of flexibility. This particular version has locking ball bearing casters. It's also available with glides. Stands such as this are available starting at quantity 25, although you can buy the components a la carte to make something similar. Testrite does have the ability to make entirely custom fabricated tables out of steel and or aluminum. So a few unique things about this table: it has separate inlays, not the most cost efficient for commercial projects, but it looks pretty cool. It also has removable table legs, so when it comes time to ship this to the end user or move it from one place to another, the individual table legs can unscrew, which is quite nice. Now over here is our sidebar table. This highlights our ability to not just make individual components, but entire tables. This is a steel countertop, a steel cup holder, a steel base, and aluminum upright. It packs flat in a small box. You can fit 1 or 2 units in the same box. And we also manufacture an optional tablet holder to hold your phone or tablet. Again, just trying to show you the types of things that Testrite has the capability to make. Now next to me is a completely different type of portable table. These are oftentimes used in retail or trade show applications. So each side of the table is made of an aluminum extrusion. We then have a plastic molded corner that fits that extrusion. And then on top we can put pretty much any type of rigid tabletop you want, as long as it's strong enough to bear the weight for the application. Now, this we call our Horizon Pillowcase. It's made with 1.25" diameter aluminum tubing. It typically goes together with spring buttons. What's nice about it, it's very portable. You push the button in, you can take this apart or put it back together very easily. The Horizon Pillowcase takes one sewn fabric graphic that covers the entire table. Now, if you need to, we can provide the fabric graphic cover. Now here is the Charisma 3D. So this is, again, aluminum extrusion, plastic molded corner. The Charisma 3D is unique in that each side can have a separate graphic. So you can choose to leave some graphics the same, whether it's your brand or color, and you can just change out the other sides that you want to on a regular basis. So on top of the Charisma 3D, there is a recess. Right now we're showing it with a brushed aluminum material inside, something that we stock. You can have this with no graphic. If you do want to put a graphic over top and use it as a table, we'd recommend going with a thicker countertop material, and then you can actually have the graphic going right on top. So you have the attractiveness of the fabric printed graphic, while also having the rigidity of the countertop. This unit is what we call our inside-out light box. Now I'm down on the floor because this happens to be a very small unit, more of a countertop. We can make these nearly any size you want. This has lit fabric graphics on 4 sides, and you can put a hard tabletop surface above. As you can see, there's a nice wide rim to attach to. Testrite is a 102-year-old American manufacturer with a tremendous reputation for quality, value, and reliability. If you need 25 or more custom tables or custom table parts, please reach out to us, www.testriteoem.com. Send us a sketch, send us a description, send us a picture, whatever it is you have to describe the project, and we're happy to take a look. Thanks and have a great day.